Well, I hope we have enough fuel to finish this. We should, though. We only got one more round, and then we'll be done. Hey, morning, folks. Heading to the farm. I'm going to hop in the tractor, and we're going to turbo till. I think we're going to turbo till quite a bit of acres today. We'll see how it turns out. There's no rain forecasted, but if you look at the radar, there's rain all around. So hopefully that holds off, and we can make a big dent in the remaining turbo tilling. I think Dad's going to start spraying burn down, so maybe we'll throw him a bob cam and see how that goes. You going to do anything today, George?
My job's already done. You're the one just getting here.
I've been doing behind the scenes work.
Oh, yeah, right. I know what you've been doing. Nothing.
Starting the morning off with a little bit of road trip. Farm we're headed to is about 4 or 5 miles down the road, so it won't take too long to get to it. There's it's like 130 acres of corn stalks, and there's 40 or 50 acres of wheat stubble. So it'll take us a little while to do that, but we should be able to get that done no problem, as long as we have no issues, and then come back over here and start on one of these bottom fields. Yeah, so we can get done tonight. Hey, I didn't forget these stops. I remembered. Also got to change one of the hydraulics. You can do that from the cab. I just don't know how that'll affect the sequence, the go-in sequence, so I'm just going to go out and change it manually. I don't know where this rain's coming from. According to the radar, there isn't any rain here, but I don't think it's going to do much. I think it's just going to sprinkle for a little bit and stop. Hope so. Alright, we're moving to the next field. Big move right across the driveway. I sure hope George is okay today. I'm not going to be able to feed him lunch. He's probably hungry right now. I feel for him. Alright, we're just getting down to this bigger bottom field. Got bigger long rows. These are real long rows, so these are high efficient acres is what I would call them. This field shouldn't take too god awfully long. There is 100 acres, but like I say, big rows. Probably take about 3.5 hours, and then we'll move on down the road. Okay, here, everybody. Ryan want me to show spraying wheat, so we're spraying wheat with Harmony and 2,4-D, a little bit of insecticide. Can't run very fast, a little bit windy. Keep my pressures down, I can't get much pressure. And plus filters plugged up. I sucked the water tank dry. We pull out an old milk tank. It's kind of hard to first start to get it cleaned out. And as you know, I didn't get it cleaned out good. I sucked it dry a while ago, and now it's in the sprayer. So it runs very fast, 10 mile an hour. Get that fast, it plugs up the screen. So I can open the filter up. There's a valve on the end of the strainer. I can get most of it out, but still it'll plug right back up. So I'll just run slow until I get it empty and clean it up good. Follow my old tracks here, so we don't use the auto steer in this. I don't know if you can tell anything there. But I got the booms right down on the ground. You see that? About 1.5 foot off the ground. Wheat. This field's right along the river. That's the Scioto River, if you can see it. People always ask what river we're beside. That's it. It's a not a hugely wide river, but it's pretty deep, it's pretty fast. People drown in it all the time. Definitely don't want to go swimming in it. Although it is a beautiful brown color. I mean, it's really tempting to go swimming in. Dad called me a little bit ago. Said, "Hey, are you turning around right now?" Yeah.
You in such and such field? Yeah. You figure out how to track what I'm doing on Farmer's Edge. Now, I'm pretty positive you can do that on Climate too, on a remote view. But Dad didn't know how to do that, so I guess now I can't stop and stage cameras and stuff like that anymore. These log rows, they may be efficient, but man, they make you sleepy. And I'm sleepy. But luckily I came prepared with 30 ounces of coffee. Got 2 of these today, by God.
It's supposed to rain tonight, so that's why we're trying to get this wheat done with rain. And I can, some weeds in it, not bad places, quite a few, but not real bad. But just want to get it done before the rain. We might be out 3 or 4 days. So what you can see is kind of yellow spots here. That's where there's some weeds, henbit or something coming in, or some chickweed. Okay, we're going up the road. Another farm. Got 41 acres up here to go. Ryan gave me this camera yesterday when I started. Wanted me to show something about square. There was no place to mount this thing in here. It's all plastic stuff, except in bars. So I thought, well, I'll make a bar or something, because I ain't gonna hold this thing. So we made a bar. Put a thing on the bar right there, you can tell. That's where it goes.
And on days where I'm in the tractor all day, I have some time to read and stuff like that, so I read a lot of comments you guys leave. I enjoy reading them. It gives me something to do whenever I'm just going back and forth for hours on end. I think what I'm going to start doing is, if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll probably just answer them in the next video. One question that I get all the time is, what is the thing around your neck? If you've noticed, this one is silver, not black. It's a new one. It's a Bluetooth headset for my phone or iPad. I can answer phone calls, or I can edit videos with it. So that's what that is. Nice view today. Get used to this. It's starting to green up. Trees are all getting color to them again. It's time to start throwing some seed in the ground. It's kind of funny when you're sitting in one of these, like when it's sunny and like a bluebird day like this, it could very easily be 20 degrees and it could be 100 degrees. And as long as you're, actually it doesn't matter if the air conditioner doesn't work. If the air conditioner doesn't work in this tractor, you're gonna be sweating your butt off regardless, and you don't have any idea what the temperature is outside. Now we're just about done with this 100 acres. Got to do the ends and then we'll be out of here. Alright, we're moving down the road. I forgot that my mother-in-law is having an early Easter dinner for that side of the family, so I'm going to run down there and get a plate and come back. They don't live very far from the farm, and it's fairly early, so I'll get back and then hop in for the long haul. That, and I've had to poop since about 9 o'clock. 35 miles an hour. It does not run that fast. It just backs down to 33, but it'll hit 35 for a brief second. And stop sign, don't worry about it. Coming around a blind curve. And this is what I find. Huh. I probably wouldn't worry about putting a flagger out either.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with temperature gauge, but we got a beep. It goes up to yellow, then it goes red for a little bit, and goes right back down to the green, less than 200. I don't know what's going on. Didn't see nothing leaking. I'll have to get out. Like, it could be low on water maybe, or I don't know. Back in the green. Okay, we're back over here. Put some water in the radiator. It was a little low. Well, quite a bit though, I think. So last year I had a leak. Couldn't figure out where it was at. I think the water pump might be going out. It's leaking a little bit last year and kind of quit, but I don't know. Can't find anything. Okay, you see we're ready to burn down here. It's starting to get a little dark. We've got a full tank. Just put on 10 gallon. We'll be able to cover 120 acres, 1,200 gallon. So it's going to be late tonight, or it's going to be a while. Yeah, it'll be dark. We've got pretty good lights on it, so we'll get this done. About done with this field here. Then we got another 70 acres over there across the road right here in front of us. Hope to get it done tonight too.
All right, back in the cab. Good dinner. Glad I attended. Way better than the beef jerky I was going to have for dinner. So, go over there and see what we can get done tonight. We're going to a pretty big field. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it tonight or not. I guess it just depends on how late I want to work. It's 180 acres, so it's going to take a while. All right, here we go. First round. Starting a 180 acre field at 7 o'clock. It'll be a long night. Deer! And my mother-in-law, she got all of us a little something for Easter. She's sitting there with a bag of candy. I feel like I'm going to make terrible decisions tonight. But I have no regrets. Alright, you see that tree line way up there? That's the end of this field. I'm going to try and do this whole thing tonight. I don't know if it's going to work, but it's like a mile or so up there. It'll take a while.
Okay, it looks like we're on the last wall. It's starting to get a little dark here, so turn the lights on.
That's a little better.
Okay, starting this other field. It gets started before dark, so the hardest thing's gonna run the first round. Make sure your booms don't hit anything, that's the hardest thing. Okay, on the last round, I think we'll just have just enough product, so wash it off, put the shed, and call it a night. Supposed to rain tomorrow, so that's probably it. Okay, we're back to the farm here. Wash it off.
This field we're in now is probably the one we tracked up the worst in harvest. We had an extremely wet harvest. If you're new to the channel and haven't watched the harvest vlog yet, it rained just about every other day, it seemed like. And this field got tracked up pretty bad. Really wanted to deep rip it, especially on the grain cart pass over here on the other end of the field. We ended up having to cart everything out of this field. This field's about a mile from the road. So over here on the other end of the field, it got really compacted, but it never dried out enough, deep enough, to really run that ripper this fall. It's probably close to dry enough now to run it that far down, but we don't want to do that this late just because that'll be so soft now. If I was to rip that now, every time Dad would hit it with the sprayer, he'd probably just about break a wheel off. So it is what it is. We try to work out the tracks the best we can with the Turbo Max, but still need to rip this sometime in the next year or two. Well, it's almost 10 o'clock, and we still have a long ways to go, so might as well catch up on some YouTube.
It is Mike. Listen, I am bringing you some spring. Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. You're watching Cold Corn Stuff.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know if a bunch of college kids come out in the middle of your field and do an archaeological dig 10 years ago, you'll still feel where they dug? They couldn't understand that. Oh, but we buried the hose back and then we tamped it down. 10 years later, still feel them. All right, we're a little over 100 acres into this field. The part we have remaining is the lowest part of the field, which is actually the furthest part away from the river, oddly enough. But probably gonna have to go around some wet holes. I know we're not gonna be able to do the whole field because there's still like 30 acres of it underwater. All right, we were making progress. We were starting to get close to the flooded ground, so it's gonna get interesting dodging water holes in the dark. Not real like when you look out here, you can't tell where you are. you don't know where you are in correlation to the rest of the field. So that's where coverage maps come in handy, like this one. Really helps show you where you are on the map for sure, or where you are in the field. Because believe it or not, in a big field at dark, it's very easy to get lost. Good stuff. Getting a little sticky. Slipping a little bit too. Now we're sliding a little bit. For some reason, field view keeps screwing up and stops counting acres. I don't know what's going on there. Glitch or something. I don't know if I need to update that now or what. Well, one thing's for sure. Before we finish this field, I have gotta pee. It's a little dusty back there. Not going to be the most precise boundary line. I'm just going to hold over a little ways just to make sure we don't put this Turbo Max in the driveway. It's okay. We got this. We got this. We're not going to run out of fuel. That'd be terrible. Yeah, running out of fuel's not in the script tonight. We ain't doing that. Nope. Besides, I'm pretty sure if you turn the alarm off, it's good. And you don't have to worry about it anymore. The alarm's not going off. In all seriousness, I hope we don't run this thing out of fuel. We're about as far back in the back corner of this field as we can be. And I'm down to one fuel bar. But I'm headed back to the shed. I'm just working the ground on the way there. Should be okay. But man, that'd be a terrible way to end this day. Alright, we are done. Let's fold this thing and get out of here before we run out of fuel. Gotta remember to lock that thing up. We'll do it when we get to the barn. Or we'll forget.
I think I got all the lights off.
Yeah, not a bad day. I think we ended up doing like 360 acres or something like that. You guys are getting a little sneak peek into Friday's vlog as it's like 1 o'clock now. But I'm gonna close these doors and go home, go to bed. It's supposed to rain tonight, but if it don't, I guess we'll be back to doing this. And I'll probably be guzzling down coffee all morning. But thanks for watching. If you haven't, like and subscribe. And check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farm Videos and Facebook at Brown Farms. And we'll see you tomorrow or Saturday or something in some way, shape, or form.